Hi guys, this is Bo. So I have a full set of the He-Man Revelation toys. Now some of these are Walmart exclusive at the moment and some of them are Target exclusive, and I'll talk a little bit about each one of them. I found them in the wild. It's great. I'll talk more about it, and the new Revelation show by Kevin Smith is coming out July 23rd, I think, and so before it they release all the toys, and whatever Mattel did, they did a great job. Unlike G.I. Joe Classified, where it's impossible to find, these He-Man stuff, or you can just find them in stores, and it's just pretty amazing. That's how it should be, actually. So yeah, my favorite so far is Moss Man, but we'll open this and take a look. So before we get the figure loose, I just want to talk about the packaging. Not crazy about these kind of like diagonal design. On the side of the box you see the artwork of the character, and as you can see it's kind of like at a wobbly angular thing. I think the only reason why I own Evelyn is because the person, the collector or the scalper who got there before I did, didn't want this damaged box. And to be honest, I don't really care about the box because I'm going to open them anyway. But for, you know, that collector or that scalper that wants to resell this, they're you know, looking for a mint box or whatever. Like I said, I don't really box collect, so and on the back you can see more of the artwork of the character, and then you see the cross sale of the He-Man, Mossman, Skeletor, and Evelyn. And at the moment Walmart has an exclusive on these, and it is a display stand on an end cap, and it has 6 figures. Each figures have 6, I think it's 6. It could be more actually, but basically there's plenty of characters, plenty of action figures to go around. So having said that, I believe maybe the first couple weeks you might have a hard time finding these, just because fans are ravenous and they want to get these, but because they're so plentiful, you could have a good chance in getting these figures like I did. I went to Walmart on a Friday and I got all the figures, including this damaged box, which, like, again, I'm more than happy to buy. So yeah, the first wave, or the first 4 figure, is Walmart exclusive, but it's a time exclusive, which means that after a couple months or so, you can find it at any retailer, I think, and especially online. So yeah, so again, I'm not crazy about the packaging. It's kind of almost boring on the front cover, and I'm not crazy about that angular. You know, it's kind of like an angle. You can't stack these up. You know. Anyway, I know it's much more exciting than, say, a square box or whatever, but I prefer the box because I can stack them up when I store them. But again, I'm going to open these, so I guess it really doesn't matter. Okay, so here's Evelyn out of her box. She comes with a satchel, 2 kind of like 1 mace and 1 staff or stick or whatever. And she does come with an extra head, which I will not be using. I do like the idea that they gave you an extra head sculpt, but I kind of like her traditional headdress and not the white hair. She also has tons of hands, which I would not be using because the only hands I'm interested in are the ones that can grip or hold stuff, her accessories. The other hands to me are useless. I mean, why would I want hands that doesn't hold anything? I don't know. So yeah, that's Evelyn. The other one is Skeletor, and this is the regular Skeletor, not Skelegod. So he comes with a Havoc staff and this kind of other staff with a thing. I think it's a mirror or something, but I don't know. What's cool about him is this cloth is cape here in the back here, and it's tucked underneath this this kind of pad in here. So yeah, the Skeletor. Oops. Next up we have Mossman. I thought I was going to really love this guy, but on closer look, he's alright. I mean, he does come with a variety of green colors, and it kind of looks more like Swamp Thing. And it's not flocked or anything, but it's fine. He does come with a variety of hands, like a bunch of hands. But again, I don't know what I'm going to do with these. I'm just going to probably put it in a bag somewhere. One of the hand is actually this like kind of like weapon kind of thing. So you can basically pop out his hand and then put this in place of his hand as a some kind of weapon thing. We haven't seen the cartoon obviously, but I mean, I'm very excited to see him appear in the show. Alright, we got Skelegod, and he is he's much bigger than the other figures. He's probably 8 inches versus the 7 inches, and he comes with a kind of like a flame thing on his hand, but I think it was kind of ridiculous that I didn't show off, or I kind of lost it actually. I think it's a dumb accessory anyway. So on the back you see he has the cloth cape, but in 2 different layers, and these are weighted down, so it can weigh down his cape, so he always looks cool. Yeah, Skelegod is actually very cool, and obviously with the toys out and everything, people are speculating that this is the form that Skeletor takes once he gets the power. You know how He-Man transformed into, or actually Prince Adam turns into He-Man? Maybe Skeletor turns into Skelegod, which is, you know, interesting. Again, when the show airs, we'll find out more about it. Okay, we have He-Man and Battle Cat. Battle Cat's actually a Target exclusive. Skelegod also is a Target exclusive. So basically the 2 deluxe figures in this line is a Target exclusive, and Battle Cat was $40, which I find a fair price, because if Hasbro had released the same type of figure, they would have charged $50, because we're used to paying $50 for something this size. And Skelegod was, I think, $30. So, you know, it's I think they're a pretty good price, because you know, already I think these figures have a lot of details and a lot of accessories and stuff that I think for the adult collector, this is definitely much more. Much better than what we're getting, you know, 20 years ago or whatever with the original He-Man action figures. I do love the Origins line, but again, they don't look that amazing. You know, I mean, they have that same aesthetic look, they retain that look from the, you know, the 80s. But you know, if you want it updated, like the He-Man 2000X series, which I love, by the way, and I own a lot of those figures, that was more of an adult collectors, just like the Revelation line here, where you can see the influences of the 2000X you know, cartoon. Yeah, so I really love this. The shield is great, and He-Man looks pretty good. I mean, even the head sculpt I find not that terrible. I do kind of wish they do a better head sculpt for He-Man though. Alright, so yeah, and Battle Cat is huge. He is humongous. He is probably, I would say, like in terms of plastic, maybe 3 He-Mans in one Battle Cat. I mean, as far as plastic is concerned. Yeah, so that's Battle Cat's head. The helmet does come off to reveal Cringer. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, really really like the Battle Cat. This here's some Origins Battle Cat and He-Man, and these Battle Cat Origins is maybe twice less size, so like basically a much inferior Battle Cat. And plus the one of the worst thing about the Origins Battle Cat is his paws doesn't bend or anything. So that is not an issue with the new Revelation. So yeah, so that's really cool. All right, so I guess first impression of the new Revelation toy line is I obviously really love it. I like the I think it's like 7-inch or 6-inch line. I think it's great. What else? It's a good start, and obviously we're waiting for not Evelyn, we're waiting for Tila, which I thought should have been included with this wave, to be honest. And of course, I'm waiting for Man at Arms. But it's kind of weird that we got Moss Man out of the gate. You know what I mean? Like, this is not a character that even the Origins line had touched yet. So, yeah, I mean, it's kind of weird that he's like first out of the gate. I do like it though, but kind of confused about the choice in the character. Obviously, you got He-Man and Skeletor. You have to have those character. Skelegod, I felt maybe that could have been pushed down a little further so that it doesn't spoil the show. I do like that we have Evelyn, Skeletor, and He-Man. So those three, it's a good choice. Of course, Battle Cat, because you need you need him. Yeah, so I can't wait for Wave 2, which I'm assuming we're gonna get Panthro. I'm hoping to get more vehicles, maybe. But if Battle Cat is an indication, the size and scale is going to be much bigger. Like so, if we're talking about the Wind Raider, it's going to take up like the whole. Wow, it's going to be huge. I mean, based on the scale of these characters. But yeah, it looks pretty good. I'm gonna say that Mossman and Evelyn were the two hardest to find figure. In fact, I think I might have bought the last of these figures at my Walmart. But fear not, I'm hoping Mattel, they're pretty good about refreshing, and they'll probably give another shipment pretty soon. Like I said, look for that end cap, and I'm very excited to own all these. It's very expensive to complete the set, by the way. We're looking at $20 each figure. We're looking for $30 for Skelegod and then $40 for Battle Cat. So in total, you're going to spend about $200 for the whole set. But if you're a He-Man fan, it's probably worth it. Do not pay scalper prices. Do not pay eBay or whatever. You know what I mean? Even G.I. Joe Classified, which I had a very, very, very hard time collecting, even though it shouldn't be that difficult. Even the Cobra Island stuff, Target kind of conceded and gave fans the ability to order some of them online. So recently, I placed an order for a Cobra Trooper and a Firefly, which I was missing. But I mean, I still don't have Major Blood, and I still don't have Beachhead. So it's kind of like a joke as far as trying to collect the G.I. Joe Classify line. Hasbro just do not have that crap together. In fact, actually, the Shang-Chi figures are all on clearance now. Even the movie hasn't even come out, and they're shipping those toys already, and then nobody bought them. Nobody bought them, and they're on clearance. And then I actually ended up buying them on clearance. But the He-Man, this Revelation toys are hidden maybe a week or two prior to the cartoon show airing. And of course, everybody's hyped up for it, and everybody wants these. So yeah, Mattel really has it together when it comes to organizing, executing the toy line, and sending them out to stores in plentiful you know, some might argue plentiful, but I mean, if I found these in the stores, that means that you'll probably have a good time finding these as well. And in fact, actually, Mattel, if you go to any Target or Walmart, you'll see He-Man or Skeletor, even though those are the very common figures of the Origins line. You always see them, and you always see Battle Cat. At least they have stuff on shelf, and you know, you can't say that for Classified. You can't say that for G.I. Joe, because you can never find them in stores, and that's a fact. Anyway, so it's pretty awesome. I'm pretty happy with owning these figures, so I do have a pretty good line of 2000X toys, and I do have I'm really into the Origin stuff, and I'm not so much a vintage He-Man collector, just because I really don't like that squatty way that they squat. But yeah, I'm very excited to get more He-Man stuff. Love the He-Man stuff. I hope Mattel doesn't lose the license. I think they're gonna lose the license, so they're trying to crank out a lot of stuff. But here's one to Mattel. Thank you. All right, so as a special bonus, I'm showing you He-Man on Battle Cat. So the first thing we got is the Mega Construct He-Man on Battle Cat. These are tiny. They're Lego size. And then we got Funko. I don't own everything, but I own a lot, I guess. So this is He-Man 2000X on Battle Cat. This is one of my favorite figures. We got He-Man Origins on Battle Cat Origin, and then we got Revelation, the largest of all the Battle Cats that I own. I'm sure there are bigger ones, but I don't own them. So these are the ones I do own. I like them. They fit really nicely. They can just be displayed together like this.